tonight my face is sponsored by Pseudo-Cream. I don't, these days, because I'm in and out constantly, I don't get to do my usual face treatment. So for example, if I'm at home all day working, and sometimes I can be at home for up to a week without going outside. So I can stay at home all day wearing one of this and just keep applying, and it gives you fantastic skin. But at the minute, my skin looks shocking for me. But because I've not been able to, because I'm in and out all the time, visiting my sister in the hospital and so on. So this is my best friend for this weekend, Pseudo-Cream. I will be going to the hospital, but not until in the evening. So I've got up until I guess 5:30 in the evening before I need to take this off. So hopefully my skin will come back to its former glory. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about skin. What I want to do a quick video based on a conversation that I had with a friend who's not a believer. I don't like to call people atheists. I just say you're either a believer or you're a non-believer. So I will say he's a non-believer. So I told him my news today, and he said, I suppose that was God. And I said, of course. I had a conversation with him, and he answered, he gave me what I needed. So now I'm okay, and I can relax a little bit. And in making the point of how God works, I said to him, if you wanted, for example, to win the lottery, you wouldn't, all the praying to God to make you win the lottery is not going to make you win the lottery. You will need to go out and buy a lottery ticket, and then you can pray to God and ask God to help you to win the lottery. So what's the scripture? Faith without works is dead. So there's no point sitting there praying your life away. You've got to do something, and then you take it to God. So anyway, I had a conversation yesterday with God. I know some people don't believe in him, but I do. And we're told to ask and we will receive. It wasn't so much that I asked, it's just I put my situation to him, like, I'm tired, I'm overworked, I'm not getting enough sleep, and so on. And he took compassion on me and he sorted me out. But I won't go into the details of that. But if you just listen to what I have to say, you will get the picture. So I'm going to start by reading something from my book. And it reads, why should anyone be concerned about your life when you are not concerned enough to do what is necessary for you? There is a 100% chance that the person who will not go out to buy a lottery ticket will never win the lottery, while the person who will stands a chance, though it could be less than a 0.000.1% chance. It is still a chance, which is more than the person who will not buy a ticket has. So in other words, even as long as you do something, even if it's just a slight chance, you have a chance more so than the person who doesn't do anything. So for example, an example, like I have had an exercise habit for a long time. I haven't exercised, I would say, for at least 8 months now because I'm too busy. But I have an agreement with God. This wasn't, you're going to think I'm crazy if you don't know God in the way that I do. But I came to realize, not because I asked, but because it was introduced to me. I remember one time I was so busy sewing, I didn't have time to go to the gym. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall off the horse if I don't get to the gym. And it was like, relax, I'll take care of that. So some people believe that grace is something different to what I believe. I believe that grace is what you get. It's like getting a bye. If you're a tennis player, you get a bye into the next round. I believe, and I talk from personal experience, that if God knows that you are willing to do something, and but for the fact that you're not in a position to do it, you would do it, he gives you grace. So as you can see, this is someone who's not exercised, and I'm like a bit skinny around here. I'm not exercised for, I'm gonna say, at least 8 months, but I've not gained any weight or anything like that. And occasionally I will say to God, um, I can't exercise, so do something about it. That's how I talk to him. I'm very matter of fact with him. So whenever I'm in any situation, I literally lay it out and I say, look, here's my situation. And it's like, I can't do anymore. It's like when there are 24 hours in the day and those 24 hours are filled. Like, I believe it was Thursday night. I didn't get to bed until 3 p.m. in the afternoon, right? Because I was busy doing other things and sleep had to wait. So, I'm now in a position, I've gone from that to where I can actually take the weekend off and get some decent sleep and relax. But like I said, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but it's to say, I won't even say that God answers prayers. I will say, it's the saying that God helps those who help themselves. So if you are in a position where you are doing the best that you can, I know I don't have time for Christians. When I say I don't have time for Christians, I'm talking about a certain type who I don't even like them talking to me, because it's like their version of God is not anybody that, or any being that I recognize. And it's oh, God will do it. No, God's not going to do it. You have to do it. There are things that we can do for ourselves independently. It's a bit like, if I'm in a dispute with somebody, it's not for me to say, oh, I'm leaving it to God. It's for me, if I can do something about it, to address it with the person, to do something about it, rather than to sit there and expect God to do for me what I won't do for myself. And it's just pretty simple like that. So I believe my friend understands what I said, and I think, even though he's not a believer, I'm pretty sure he understands that, because I think he deals with the type of Christian. I don't like to call myself a Christian. I don't like people calling me a Christian because I don't relate to it as Christianity is. I just do God. I don't do church, religion, etc. But I think from my perspective, and again, I talk about living the example, be an example, let your light shine so men can see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven, etc. And so if it doesn't matter how hardened the unbeliever, if you've got practical evidence of the thing working, they cannot deny it. As much as they might want to, they can't deny it. So like I said, I put my case to God and he sorted me out. So I'm in a position now where I can get some rest. I can actually rest. I was a bit annoyed with various voices telling me in one of the videos I did, you need to rest, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's like, actually, if I don't work, I don't get paid. And I don't see anybody rushing to my assistance to say, oh, you're so busy, is there anything I can do for you? Here, or setting up a GoFundMe or whatever. People don't attend to your needs in that way. So for me, my best friend is God, who sees all, knows all, and understands perfectly what my needs are. And when it's at the point where it's like, look, I'm fit to burst, and I say, look, and address it to him, he sorts me out. He never fails me on that front. But I don't go to him with silly little things. For example, when I eat, I don't say grace, I don't bless my food, because God already knows that I'm grateful for what I have. So we don't have to keep stressing the point. So my relationship isn't basic in that way, where I'm sort of, like a child trying to please the adult, bringing the apple to school for the teacher. I don't have that kind of relationship. It's a very matter of fact, practical relationship where I will only solicit assistance at the point where I can't do it for myself, where I need added assistance. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say, really. Just that you can I mean, so sometimes there are things like, say, for example, I don't drive, but someone's passed their driving test and they thank God. And actually, this is an actual real situation. I know somebody who did this where they posted on Facebook, thank God for me passing my driving test. And someone said to them, but what about the other people who passed their driving test who don't believe in God? Exactly. So, but the thing about it is, if you are in a situation where you can't do it yourself, there's only so much that you can do, then, as in my case, like I said, I'm not going to say what it is, but in my case, I've only told maybe 3 or 4 people, but those 3 and 4 people, including my friend there who was not a believer, he can't argue with me on that point, because I gave him the example that even I wrote it in my book 18 years ago, but rather it was published 18 years ago, even that, you can't go and ask God to help you to win the lottery when you haven't bought a ticket. So in other words, you've got to be proactive. But if I've said that I actually went and I put my case and I said, this is my situation, and I didn't ask for what I got, but I got it anyway. It was kind of like, I'm really tired and exhausted, and there's only so much that I can do, and I'm tired of hearing all these voices. Just people with small time people, small time thinkers, and it really aggravates me. It winds me up so much when people. I know they mean well, but and people say it's a thought that counts, but the thought that counts, sometimes that's the thing that aggravates me most of all. So at the minute, I'm just sort of like having quiet time, and there are certain people who might want to communicate with me, but I just don't want to speak to them because they've said enough. It's like, if you want to continue in the shallow end of the pool, that's fine, but don't try to drag me into it. So I guess today's Saturday. I've had a really good day, and I'm gonna have an even better day tomorrow. Reason being, I can rest. So all those people who've been saying to me, you need to rest and take it easy, this, that, the other, it's no thanks to you, it's thanks to God why I'm in a position where I can actually rest. So I thank you very much, and to everybody else, I wish you a very good night. Good night.